how to apply best use of offline work service environments to align live work service in terms of technical aspects. Due to time limitation, I'm just unable to explain everything in detail. I'd like to briefly review biblical points about worship that can apply to an online work service based on John 4:24, as you see the screen. Based on this verse, we know that the worship of God is a matter of spirit and soul and heart, which are more important than location. Whether we are online or offline, our spirit, soul, heart toward worship of God isn't much different. We want to do our best to adapt the benefit of offline worship environments to online worship service so that we can improve the online worship environments with the best technical support. As you know, in the past, we did not have any idea about what an online worship service was before the pandemic. But now most churches are doing online worship service weekly. It isn't hard to predict the great increasement of online worship in the post-COVID-19 in the future. Then what are the benefits, pros and cons of online worship service? Firstly, there are no barriers of location. As you know, in many places around the world, anyone is able to attend online worship service where the internet works. This is a great benefit to spread out the word of God based on 2 Timothy 2:9 again. God opened new ways to spread out the word to the entire world in the fastest way. It does not rely upon church member sizes anymore. Next, we see no time limitations. Those who are in any country can attend or watch the live worship service freely. Also, there is the huge time savings, as you know. No need for the preparation, makeups, or wear looking good dresses or shoes or drive to the church. Then what are cons? As you see the screen, for example, there may be instabilities and glitches on internet connections, and also device problems like screen sizes, sound qualities based on devices conditions, computer problems, and also disconnections on the internet, which cause the online service to be completely stopped, and also noise and uncomfortable feelings using devices as tools of worship of God. That's all you are experiencing now. Then how can we overcome such disbenefits? How can we prepare the best environments of online worship service using all possible equipments and technical knowledges, skills? Some may ask, is it possible to run a live stream using only a mobile phone? Of course, the answer is yes. This is the minimum setting to broadcast the live stream worship. However, when we see the varieties and dynamics of worship service, it's hugely limited with one phone. So next, we will review what are the ways to build a better environments of online service one by one. We see mainly 3 components as the most important ones for online live stream: internet speed, audio, and video. And internet speed is the most important key in technical aspects. That's the kind of foundation, almost. So first, internet speed, it is foundation of online worship, as I mentioned before. Internet speed is defined as megabytes per second, MPS. It's the speed of downloading of a video image on the internet from devices on the provider end. The huge number of MPS, the high number of MPS equals a high internet speed, which provides better sound and video qualities. In other words, if the internet speed is lower, then the whole quality of live stream drops down no matter how good equipment you are using. So then you can measure your internet speed by Google. It's easy. So you can write on Google internet speed tests on the Google search window, and you will see the test link, and you just click on the button test. You see the bottom of the image here. The test, then click the test and the Google test your speed. But by the way, the basic qualification on Facebook live stream is between MPS 6 or 7. And then you see right side, that's my home internet speed, and it's up to 120 MPS, which is pretty fast and no problem for a live stream at all. Then how do we keep maintaining an internet speed? you see also here some information. First of all, obviously, we needed to set up a high-speed internet setting. And next, you need to connect an Ethernet cable from the router to a computer, which runs the live stream. You see the graphic, right? I believe each home has the routers. In this case, the internet provides the first priority to the computer, which connects through Ethernet cable directly from the router. And any computer, either Mac and PC, which has a USB port in it, is possible to connect to the Ethernet cable. Also limits people to use the same Wi-Fi with a live stream Wi-Fi. So more devices to use the same Wi-Fi cause serious slowness of internet speed. Also, it's a good way to use the main live stream computer to always be close to the router. If you move the computer further, then the internet speed decreases. Weather also causes internet speed, such as strong wind, hard rains and hot weathers. Once during our Chicago UBF online service, there were strong wind, and it causes a lot of glitches on the live stream service. Next, audio and video are the core of live stream after internet speed. Especially need to focus more on the sound system. As we know, message delivering is hugely important in our ministry. Even though the video quality isn't good, if the sound works well, it's not bad at all, I think. So best qualification for making a good sound system, as you all know, is to set up a good sound system. I think many UBF churches have a good sound system, but there may be one or two family-based house churches do not use microphones, maybe. However, due to live stream, it's a different matter. It's always good to use a microphone for a live stream, especially for a messenger. It makes a huge difference to deliver message in an online environment. Here you can see like Zoom microphones, and also phone microphones on the left side, and you can see in the screen. So basically, you can purchase a special microphone connection on mobile device as you see images. And also, you can purchase like handycam. This is like a video technical aspect. So also, you can purchase handycams and upgrade the system by using camcorders, which are expensive, but providing various like technical specs. How about house church? So small-sized chapter, just a mobile device is fine anyway, or lower like a price of the handycam is also useful too with the separate microphones. So I really recommend to purchase separate microphones that you can search through Google. There's a lot of microphones there. Also now next we can see live stream service social media platforms that all know, right? Facebook, YouTube, and Zoom, Instagram, and there's a Vimeo also. There's the free, some of them is paid. So mainly Facebook, YouTube, and Zoom are the most platforms that are using nowadays. Next, I talk about how to show dynamic screen scenery. Some of chapters like asked me to present it. So as I shared, basically it's possible to show a live stream of a whole worship service with a phone or one camera, right? However, there are limitations to show a dynamic worship service environments on a screen. For example, set these two images bottom on the right. It shows the whole scenery in one screen, including a messenger and PowerPoint. So it's presenting from the beginning to the end of the worship service. On the other hand, you can see the right side image shows that the messenger and the PowerPoint are separated. You can see it different more clearly on the next slide here. That's the Chicago UBF examples. So you can see that you can present for example, praise team. During the praise, the praise lyrics are presenting simultaneously. You can also present a messenger PowerPoint during the messages separately. There are many ways you can present multimedia resources on the screen and provide a more dynamic worship service environments. Then how to make such a dynamic screen scenery? You can find a couple of companies which support online broadcast with such techniques. You can see them in the list here. For example, that's the one of example on the bottom. On the left image, you can see dynamic screen composition showing 3 people in one screen, or put on video of a wave on the seashore between 3 people on the in the image. On the right page, it is a screen capture which shows how to modify the multimedia elements like a video or photos on the screen. It's a really powerful tool that anyone can do it with a little practice, and it looks very professional. Also, it supports interacting between the social media and live stream too. For example, the example is Be Live platform. If you want to show real-time comments on the screen during Facebook live stream, it shows people's comments on the screen in real time so that you can feel real interacting between viewers during the live stream. These are good tools, but you have to pay a membership fee monthly, like between $20 to $30. You can check the website also too. However, there is a completely free program with stunning functions that anyone can download and use freely. This is an OBS program, which is very famous. It's open source to anyone. It's again free with so many fantastic functions. And any person can use and present a professional look with dynamic worship scenery. Some UBF chapters are using this program, including Chicago UBF too. You can see the dynamic functions here. You can make various screen compositions. For example, it shows praise lyrics on the screen at the same time during the praise, as you saw before, and the worship and messenger PowerPoints during the message with a more clear and clean screen resolution. So you can control the audio and video also. You can connect 2 or 3 cameras at the same time and then show multi-camera views like a real broadcast TV station. This program works on PC and Mac, and it's not too hard to learn. So I definitely recommend this program on your live streams services. You can download this program at obsproject.com. And there are also tons of resources how to use OBS tips and method on Google and YouTube. Next, I will explain multi-live stream method. So what is multi-live streaming? So as you see the image, you can broadcast the live stream on multi-social media platforms simultaneously, like Facebook and YouTube. Even you can do multi-live stream service to 3, 5, or more than 5 in social media platforms. So it's a good way to present your live stream to more people in various social media platforms. And so it increases your church influence and reputations too, such as gaining more followers and viewers. Of course, it requires a paid membership. And our Chicago UBF uses this multi-live stream service broadcasting the online service on Facebook, at the same time YouTube every Sunday. Next, I want to show the whole environment of live stream in terms of viewer points. In other words, you want to make unique environments to make viewers, attendees, and members participate in the live stream, right? So there are mainly 3 live stream environments that the providers can make for the viewers. So on the left corner, first, one-way presentation, just present what providers prepare from the beginning to the end. So for example, typical live stream on Facebook, YouTube, that many of you are doing now, that's the pros. Good things is that present the whole program without much interruptions, right? And cons is almost no interaction and cannot see each other, and it's hard to know who attends the worship service. Second, the middle, it's to have interactions on members. That's the Zoom as you are using. They see and talk each other. It's a live worship service using Zoom and pros. Definitely, obviously, it's good to make the interactions with each other. And cons, limits participations with the Zoom link or ID requirements. So without ID or Zoom link, no one can participate. And then thirdly, it is ideal case. It's one-way plus Zoom. So it combines cases 1 and 2 together. So you can present the Zoom live on Facebook and YouTube. Basically, your church members join Zoom, having deeper communication during service, and also open the live worship in public that anyone can watch the live worship. So there are also tips on how to present Zoom on Facebook, YouTube, and Google too. And here, I'd like to talk about the live stream backup plans, which is also important. As you know, that we cannot rely upon tech 100% at all. There's always something happening during live streaming. Believe it or not, even the live streaming stops completely for various reasons. once it really happened during Chicago CBF online worship service, it was like a chaos. So we should have backup plans, definitely. So here are some steps overall. Let the members know how to reconnect the live stream if it stops on provider's end. And when it really happens, first, you can reset the router immediately. It usually takes 5 to 10 minutes to reconnect the internet to the router after resetting the router. If the internet still have problems, then use phone data as a secondary option, like a hotspot. So I recommend a phone which is less than 5 years old with at least a 4G internet connection capacity. In the meantime, you need to send notification to your members via emails or text messages immediately so that they may know what is happening. Once the live stream falls during broadcasting, you can open it and the same link. That's the big problem. But you need to create a total new live stream link. This is the hardest part to the viewers. So the viewers need to reload the web browser window after like 15 to 20 minutes, reload the web browser to see the new broadcasting window. Okay, so finally, I'd like to also talk about viewers guidelines in order to make a good live stream environment at home or whatever places they are watching. So need a good internet service and provider, and always use devices close to router. Use a big monitor or screen like a TV. Nowadays, you can connect a computer or phone to a TV screen too through internet. And connect the Ethernet cable from a router to a computer or directly, as I explained before, and use an external speakers. So for example, like, when you go to, like when you attend the worship in person, you really feel about the live stream, live praise. It was amazing. But when you go home and listen that sound, the same thing through computer, it's just so-so. So that's the huge differences. When you set up the speaker, external speaker is much better, I believe. May God bless us to support to make a better environment of our live stream worship service in order to have a spirit-filled online worship service. Amen. Thank you very much.